Last week on Gamecock Confidential, one season, we gave an all-access view of our team's first official practice of the season, and you saw Bianca Cuevas and Asia Wilson adjust to the college game. This week on One Season, our captains sat down with the cameras to discuss our captain selection process, how they helped our freshmen transition on the court, and our goals for this season. It all starts now.
We only have one opportunity to get the ball up the floor and down the court.
We're no longer the hunter, we're the hunted, but you have to keep that hunter's mentality.
And be able to prove ourselves, live up to what people are saying about us right now is we just look good on a sheet of paper.
You're gonna go to score!
Being named the captain is always a humbling experience, especially for me. This is my third time around. This year when we did our team meeting, we got up and Coach Staley asked us who all wanted to be a captain. People raised their hands, then you had to get up in front of the coaches, in front of the team, and kind of talk about what qualities you brought to the team as a captain, both on and off the court. It was kind of open question type of thing where people could ask questions. It was just really a time for our teammates to, just hear from us why we wanted to be. And then we did a voting process, and they tallied up the votes, and we came up with the captains.
Being a captain for the second year is really exciting, just coming in and kind of knowing what Coach expects for us and being able to tell my teammates, look, this is what Coach wants for us before Coach has to tell us. It's kind of a good feeling, just so our teammates know they can always come to us and we can hopefully have the right answers for them.
I think a captain is a reflection of a coach, and just having been under Coach Staley's wing for 2 years now, I just really felt like I know what she looks for, what she wants out of individuals, as our team as a whole, and just the goals that we set this year. I knew that they were very attainable for us.
It's just a name. I'm still doing the same things I did last year to lead this team. I'm just trying to work on being more vocal. That's something that I do struggle with. I'm kind of the more lead by example instead of leading by talking, so that's something as a captain I'm probably going to have to step up more and just be more vocal.
I do think there's a value in having a wide variety in captains. I think the biggest thing is different people appeal to different people on the team. Prime example is Elle. Elle's kind of more the silent captain, somebody who everybody on the team can go to with personal things. I'm more the vocal captain, just somebody who in practice kind of tries to keep the positive vibes. Tiffany leads by example with her work ethic and how hard she works both during practice and when we don't have to be in the gym. And Asia's a mixture of all of it. She's somebody who can be vocal. She says what she needs to say. She leads by example, and she's also somebody who we can go to and we can talk to off the court.
During preseason, I think the most difficult thing was just trying to get some of the younger kids to understand that everything's mental, and I think just getting everybody mentally strong, mentally ready for the season was a big thing this year.
The one thing I always talk to the freshmen about is the expectations that we have coming into this season and how so much of it does rest on their shoulders. Honestly, we're a team that's bringing back the core of our team, and yet you have 5 freshmen coming in who everybody are expecting to come in and be All-American. So. I think it takes a toll on them because they're aware of it. We have 3 people who played on McDonald's All-American game, #1 overall recruit in the nation. But the main thing I try to talk to them about is you're still a freshman. You still got to get the plays, the system, the offense, the defense. You still have to learn the physicality and the speed of the college game. So our job is to just really help them make that transition as easy as possible.
I think they have to see it for themselves. They haven't experienced the full 3-hour practice. They don't know what it feels like yet. Once the season starts getting rolling and they see what type of shape we're in.
I think the biggest thing I've learned about being a good captain is the element of patience. You have to be patient with everybody. It's a team full of women. You got to learn how to be able to deal with that and learn how to talk to different people in different tones. That was one of the biggest problems I had my first year as a captain was, knowing not everybody reacts the same to a tone of voice or to the way you talk to them. So you kind of got to get to know them on a more personal level.
I've learned being really patient, especially with freshmen. They don't really know our system. They don't really know what we do, how we play. They've watched us play, of course, but they haven't experienced it yet. So I just kind of forewarn them about how Coach Staley wants things done, how she reacts to certain things. So just being patient with them is probably the main thing.
As a team, we definitely set our expectations high coming into this season. We know everybody else's expectations are high for us, but we have our own different set of expectations within the team. We kind of have smaller level of goals, like that's going to help us build onto this bigger picture that we have come March or come February. So I think our goals are a little different, but it's still focused toward the bigger picture.
We're no longer the hunter, we're the hunted, but you have to keep that hunter's mentality in order to remain the hunted. You gotta remember, we got 29 games on the schedule, and all 29, everybody's gonna be giving us their best shot. Especially when we go on the road, you're gonna see a lot bigger crowds than what we've seen in the past, because everybody wants to take, what we have, and everybody's gonna wanna take that number that's next to our name. And the one thing we can't get caught up in, and Coach Staley's been preaching this to me since my freshman year, is the number next to your name, because it is just a number.
But we do have a big target on our backs now this season. People know who we are. So we can't really get caught up into the hype. We just have to, we haven't done anything yet. We're just a name, we're just a talented group of girls, and we basically have to throw that to the side and be able to prove ourselves, live up to what people are saying about us, because right now we just look good on a sheet of paper.
My goals for myself this year would be to be more consistent, to come in every game. Me and some of the coaches sit down before the games or the week before a game, and we'll set averages. And sometimes last year I wasn't making all those averages, or I wasn't going 10 for 10 like I wanted to in the paint. So that'll definitely be a focus for me this year, just being more dominant and just going all out in my senior year.
When you're the underdog, you kind of have that extra motivation to show people, and then when you're on top, you might get a little complacent. But I think Coach Staley does a great job of just keeping us level-headed. She doesn't let us get too high or too low. So I think this team, if we just focus in on our one goal that we have, then we'll be fine.
Definitely the goal for us is a national championship, nothing less than that. I think on the way to that, also our goal is a regular season and SEC tournament championship. We don't want to settle for anything less. We know what's expected of us. We know coming into the season what all the talk and what all the hype is about. But we also know we still have a long ways to go, and we also know it's a long season. So we kind of we can't get ahead of ourselves. We want to win that national championship and also a couple rings on the way to that.